Rhea would like to go explore.
I'm with you there.
I look over at her companions jumping over across the map and go to follow.
Come, let's go.
And I turn to Clue and yell, Clue, come on, let's go exploring. And
I'm gonna ready an action. So essentially, as I'm walking through and exploring, I have my my morning star ready for if something hostile jumps out, or that sort of thing. Just essentially, I'm not walking in without thinking.
Hoisted above her head.
Yeah, just almost ready.
I have my spell firebolt ready also in case something jumps out.
All right, you hold this as a concentration, and the magic sort of circles slightly, hinting at this spell about to be cast in your hand as you walk behind Rhea, who's holding the morning star, ready to hit something in the face with it, but presents a face to her. And you make your way through this dark cave. You come across quite a nice opening. You can see that this was perhaps something that was being made into a new area to start, just to have as a rest place or a camp place. The places that were earlier on, it takes a long time to mine things. And what you do see are some barrels that are next to the most recently dug out area of this map. A lot of light and things shine through. It is difficult to see. Those with dark vision can see a little bit further.
Yeah.
But there is some light bouncing off. I think you guys managed to look around here, and you do see some supplies. A lot of things have perished with age.
Okay.
With some, there's some destruction and stuff around. These barrels that you'd seen on the right seem insulated with lots of cloth for some reason, and salt attracts water, so things are pretty damp in here.
I want to know what's in the barrels. Yeah, okay.
Can I light them on fire? I eagerly ask Rhea.
Let's figure out what's inside them first before we accidentally kill ourselves with flammable contents. But yes, if it's nothing of value.
I also now want to set something on fire. I'll help.
I have been drenched and almost drowned and squeezed and hugged and probed by claws and shit.
Sounds like a good Friday night, yeah.
Yes, for some. So my question is, why were we here? I think I must have hit my head. We were retrieving the bodies? Or...
Yeah, and then we ended up exploring.
And now we're exploring the salt mines.
Okay.
Yay!
Yes, but
So
overall...
We still got our cart buried somewhere at the entrance, our wagon. If we all remember correctly.
So would anyone specifically like to open the barrels, or?
I'll do it. Can I like punch my fist through them?
Yeah, definitely.
Watch them be filled with solid rock.
Roll investigation for me.
Yes. Oh, I think someone... Oh! Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, fuck sure.
You punch your way into a soft patch of this. What seems like brown soil seems to come out in clumps of clay mud. And you have actually managed to grasp perfectly the only solid, unspoiled remaining stick of dynamite.
Hectic. Good thing we didn't light it on fire.
And the rest of the barrels collapse with this clay mud just pouring out of it. And you can see there once was a lot of explosive here, but it's all been ruined except for this one stick that you managed to grasp.
Okay.
What's up, big man?
The mouse fucked off quickly.
I'm gonna shove it into like wherever the hell it is that I store things.
Sorry.
What is this? over here. What seems to be inside of this trolley thingy?
That is a fallen, broken, small wagon, and it is. You can see salt crystals that were being prepared to be moved, but this is obviously fallen down, broken.
Does anyone need salt for one of these spells, or like? Can I just take a handful of salt, wrap it in a piece of cloth that I tear off?
Me too, just because I like my food well flavored.
Tiberius and sweetly smile at him and hint that I want the dynamite. Because I have fire spells, so I can
terrify me, little
just
mouse.
because I love the fact that you came to ask me for it, I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have to remove it from my backpack.
I have to add it to my backpack.
Yeah. I can put it on the cart, so you always have access to it. But you can also obviously take it for yourself.
I'm going to keep it in my...
Yeah. Good. What is in the cart?
These work tables?
Ration.
You come across some fallen, collapsed, or perhaps deconstructed boxes and barrels. Things that seem to contain nothing of value as you investigate and rummage around through. This was essentially supplies and stocks, as mentioned, that have previously since perished.
Okay, cool. Well,
something seems to have interrupted the process of moving most of the things from the other side of the cave closer to the entrance to this area.
Can I look at Clue and say, you're a detective type man to my understanding. Any idea what might have caused the sudden halt in activity?
I can investigate it.
Be my guest.
Roll an investigation.
D20.
Yeah,
25.
Nice.
You think to yourself, it's been a while since you've been on a case. The last case you were on ended in tragedy, and you had decided to improve upon your skills. And you think to yourself, maybe you're better than you were, although you were pretty good in the past. Perhaps you can see what happened here. Slowly you take some time and you work your way around this place, and you manage to reckon. It's slow in your mind, but to others it's quite quick as it snaps to you that perhaps the previous people that come in, the dwarves themselves, they were the ones bringing things here. The mats, the sleeping mats and things are shorter. The perished ones that are no longer of use but are lying there are definitely shorter in stature. That means that perhaps this wasn't the people coming in. These are two separate people. The dwarves had been stopped by the spider, it seems. It's recalled earlier, the corpses inside. The spider itself had trapped people in here. The hag doesn't seem to have stopped these. There's no sign of her being in here or having resided in here for very long at least. But you do see little traces of old web, perhaps cracked little shells from the eggs of spiders. And you reckon that, that's probably what put a stop to the whole operation here that the dwarves had initially put in for.
Can I, raise a brow at Clue, kind of inviting him to share any findings? Because he seems to be really deep in thought, and I recognize, he looks like he's got one of those aha faces to me, so I'm like, and?
That's a lot to recap.
Yeah, no, you can just say, he expresses everything you said. I just kind of want to, because if I don't ask, then it's
the DM
information. Yeah, because if I don't ask, then we don't actually know that. Only you know that.
Only you know that, yeah.
Recapping what the DM said.
Perfect.
Fair enough. All right, well, I'm about done here. Want to check out the other cave section?
Does this look like
Don't.
fresh excavation.
Oh,
Yes, it looks like the. You can just tell quite innately that this is discarded rock. There was some refined salt there at that broken wagon that was being loaded up.
Fine.
No, this is all. It's the most fresh in that it's very. It's very immaturely done in that it's a young tap of the mountain.
Okay. Cool. I think we have more places to explore.
Yes. I start running off.
Whoa, that was incredible. How did you do that? Clue. Wow.
It just jumps
Okay,
over the river. No, I'm kidding.
No, I walk back over to the boat to cross, so I can cross properly, and then walk around because the mouse is not falling in the river.
You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, the mouse shouldn't, but I think I found out that I can swim pretty well. I'm just gonna swim over it so that I'm a little wet.
Gonna go through the
Rhea
boat.
is once again gonna ready that morning
Yeah,
star.
I'm gonna
Just
ready
a
my
well-practiced
spell.
warrior,
Look,
You know,
knowing not to lower her
It's
defenses.
finished all the crab. Shit.
For the sake of moving things along, I'm just going to allow the water crossing. Otherwise, it's just gonna So let's open this up a little bit more. Give me some time to reveal the area that you're going.
I can move
into now.
myself into it before I can see anything.
For a person with such little AC, you surely do love to run ahead.
My armor
we can
class is
steal
12, okay?
spices. Is there a chest here? Okay.
As the four of you enter this place, you get a wretched smell. It smells of
Like
decay.
decay.
It smells
I spot the fish over here.
absolutely.
Lump.
There is a giant skeletal structure of what seems to be a humanoid lying there on the table. And this table seems to be some sort of dining table somewhere where someone might sit and consume food.
Where's the
Big
humanoid?
Over here. Humanoid fish.
Okay, it's
By the fish.
Yes, that is the humanoid fish.
Oh, okay. The humanoid
Skeleton.
fish. Oh, goodness.
And Inspector Clue, you immediately see with your passive perception the same garments that your friend Bagaro, that you woke up in the cell a few days ago with,
Oh no.
was wearing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rosemary, you see that there is a lot here on this table. There seems to be food things. There seems to be alchemical things. You're not quite sure. There's a lot of unknown containers, unmarked and unlabeled things. And Tiberius, you come across a chest. Rhea,
Yeah, I
the first
do.
thing you see is this pile of bones in the corner that seems to go on beyond this rock here that obscures. And it goes on for a little while. It's a large pile of bones. Seems like a collection.
okay.
Click.
And there are stinking rags next to you, Tiberius. It is extremely bad, the smell.
What, this?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna ignore that for now. Maybe I'll piss on it and set it on fire. But
What does it smell like?
it's really bad.
Can I turn around and just instantly light the rack?
Guys.
No,
What the
I
fuck?
wanna first take whatever is in this chest.
Okay.
Does it
Yeah,
smell like chloroform?
I was about to say, yes, cool. Roll an attack. But if
DM,
you're
I'll
sure you don't want to.
slap you.
Punch it.
Let's take this outside.
I know this is a little obscure, but I would like to lift up this bear skin and see if there's anything hidden underneath it.
After I
give it a-
open the
I can help you. Come on.
Lamar.
Sit down.
I want you. Okay, so there's something we didn't cover, and I want you to roll for me for when you looted the hag.
Okay, sure.
I want-
Investigation.
Yes, because you said you were looking for anything interesting. Investigation. You weren't harvesting her; you were looting her.
Oh fuck, that was almost a 18. It's a 6.
Okay. You lift this bare skin carpet up, and it is little. This waft of stale, rot air comes up into your nostrils, and you don't see anything of interest beneath it.
So that roll was for the. Do I roll for the hag as well? So
That was the roll for the hag.
that was the okay, and this is then. Do I roll for the bear skin?
No, I just wanted to pause things there. They are not related.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No worries. Oh, okay.
Tiberius, you see a chest with a mighty lock attached to it.
Okay.
As Inspector Clue forgets that one of his companions is in fact a mouse that's bigger than he is.
Okay. Does anyone know how to pick locks? If not, I'm gonna try smash this with my hammer.
I have, if I'm not mistaken, the thieves' tool.
Thieves'
And
tool.
I need to
I'm pretty
use
sure I
that. Okay, so roll for. Let's have a look here.
I have looked.
Inventory.
It's dexterity. Dexterity. Roll dex for me, please.
Territory.
Dexter's dexterity.
Dexterity, please. Yes. 15. You look uncertainly at this pack of thieves' tools that you've never really properly used, but you reckon it should be good for investigations, and you battle away and click and clack, and you sort of think you're about to snap this tool in your hand. Almost suddenly, the lock opens.
Hey, big C.
15 was the DC, so you just managed
nice.
to get that lock open. And this chest's lid is slightly lifted as the tension and pressure from the lock in the little mechanism there is lifted. It seems loose.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is stand
you
back,
open?
little people. Thank you. I appreciate that, but stand back. Do I have a stick, or does someone have like a what's it called?
I have a stick of dynamite.
A stick. You don't have a stick of dynamite.
I have a stick of dynamite.
I have a quarterstaff.
Please, can I use it to lift open this? I don't really trust chests, so I'm gonna use the stick.
I'll give it my staff to you without any change in the inventory unless something big
Yeah, I'm
happens
gonna give
later.
it back. We can change it if it needs to be.
Yes.
Okay, you reach out tentatively with this quarterstaff, Tiberius. You lodge it into the small opening there that the lid gave when that pressure and tension cut from the lock.
Yeah.
And you
That's what scared me.
slowly bring it open. And there is an open chest in front of you. There appears to be one or two things sticking out of it.
Okay, sweet. So nothing that wants to eat me. Well,
Nothing has happened.
I think if I approach it, I'll see. But yeah, I'll give the stick back to Mr. Clue.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna approach it and see what's inside.
Okay, I am gonna type that out. I think that's the best way to go. Now,
Sweet.
Inspector Clue, you watching what's going on. Rosemary, what have you been up to?
I don't know. I want to investigate these spices on the table
And
see if there's anything
cool.
particularly of interest
Roll
or any
investigations
chemicals.
for me, please.
Investigatorial.
Investigation 18.
Wow, okay, nice. Okay, you managed to find your cell. An 18 gets you an alchemist's supplies.
Ooh.
So add that. One bottle of
Alchemist
Yes.
supplies, and what was the other thing?
one bottle of ink.
1 ounce bottle, yeah?
Yes.
But no ink pen, Sag.
No ink pen.
Okay.
2 times fire peas. They are small sacks, so there are 2 small sacks of fire peas. I don't know if they're in D&D Beyond, but you might make
They are not in D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Wait. Peas. There are no peas. There's pearls. Okay, so add custom item. Fire peas.
That's a small sack.
A note. Small. Add to. There we go. Okay, cool.
A flask of oil.
Oil. Flask. Add. Thank you.
And 1 potion of giant strength.
Potion of what? Giant
strength.
hill giant strength?
Just giant.
A potion of giant strength, not hill giant.
Where is giant strength?
It might not be there.
Yeah, it's just got hill giant.
Okay, so it says that the type of giant determines the score. So when you drink the potion, your strength changes.
Yeah, there's hill,
1 hour.
fire, frost.
So I think
stone,
you
cloud,
determine
and
what
storm.
kind.
You're gonna roll it, and then you'll get we'll see it on the stats. But yeah,
That's dope.
put a custom item there then. Potion of giant strength.
okay.
You guys don't know what
Why
it does
doesn't
just
Why
yet.
doesn't she just roll like a d6 now, and then she can put in
Right,
whichever
what
one
it
it
is.
is? Yeah, 1, 2,
Because
3.
I wanted to roll it then.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
What did I find?
I've just put it down for you here. So
Sick.
as you're rummaging through, what you find is a lot of material, torn up clothing, material, dresses. Roll investigation for me, please.
That sounds so bleh. 19.
You find 50 gold pieces,
Sick. Sick.
2 potions of healing,
Away.
jewels worth 250 gold pieces.
So do I just add the gold?
I just typed Jews to try and
I was
jewels.
wondering. It's a lot of Jews, bro.
That's not a Jews, 250 gold pieces worth of Jews. Oh my god, that's horrible. Sorry. 35 gold pieces worth of jewels. I made the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 250 gold pieces worth of it is jewels, and then 35 gold pieces worth of jewelry. So
Sure.
necklaces and little rings and things.
250 GP.
You also find a longsword.
Okay.
It has intricate markings on it. And it seems to have a magical sheen. You get the feeling as you pick it up and examine it that you might need to spend some time honing in on the special kind of vibrations the sword has
Okay.
as it lightly hums in your hand. Essentially, that would mean, what I'm telling you is that you'd have to attune to this weapon. You'd have to spend a short rest, at least, using your free time to attune to the weapon, get used to the handle, or get used to the magical energy, or whatever is happening.
Oh, so not just use it in combat, actually attune.
Just spend some time with it. you
Okay.
know.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Mhm. Rhea, what have you been up to?
I would like to inspect the skeletons and stuff. I kind of want to see if these are the bodies that we originally came looking for, like if there's any indication of that or anything funky going on.
The
around these.
bodies that you came looking for were the bodies that were animate and
That
attacking
attacked us
you.
earlier.
Right. Okay, right. I forgot that. Okay, yeah, then I'm leaning against this rock.
You do
Waiting,
manage
I
to
guess.
see that this happens to be where this hag has possibly brought people in from the sea.
Oh, the sea hag killed the fish creature. I find that to be absolutely appalling.
I'm so glad.
Dude, that's absurd. Like, I thought they would have some sort of camaraderie for being water creatures.
How sharp are the bones of this fish creature?
Oh.
You also notice with the time you spent here that this is McGarkle, the person you were trapped with, and they're relatively sharp but quite brittle.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Give me one moment, please. Lost the page we were on. There we go. So, you guys have sort of grown semi-accustomed to this wretched smell in here.
That's also concerning.
And you've managed to look around and find that this hag has been busy and has spent a long time here and seems to have brought things in from the coast or from somewhere. From the river going out the cave. She obviously is a good swimmer. You've encountered that before. And you're able to put things together. Some of you faster than others. Tiberius and Rosemary, you're both a little taken aback by the amount that you were actually able to either find, in your case, Tiberius, or identify correctly, in your case, Rosemary.
I've just looked up the alchemist kit and I've seen what you've given me and I've seen what I can make and I'm quite happy.
That is awesome. You'll be happy to know we're going to be using a sort of homebrewy kind of potion brewing system. I need to look more into it, and I'll explain that to you. But essentially, it makes things a lot less time, because you'll find potions take like 5 days where you have to spend 5 whole days making a potion. And it essentially it's just like, no. You can spend 5 downtime making this potion, but not 5 whole days where you don't adventure, Anyway, good.
Can I please inspect the rags? Not because I'm looking for something. I want to know what the smell is. Is it like a chemical smell? Is it a dead person smell? Like, what kind of smell is it?
Roll investigation for me, please.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
It is very dirty because as you peel back these pieces of cloth that seem to stick to one another.
Oh, you touched them.
You can recognize it almost straight away. And the smell intensifies the wretchedness from this room. It is skin. It is old, rotting
All
skin.
of these rags are actually skin.
No, but between the rags is skin.
Does it seem like she's been trying to dry them out or something? Like between the rags?
That's what it looks like to me.
It seems as though she's been trying to preserve them as long as possible.
Do I know anything about sea hags and why she might be doing that?
Roll history for me.
Can I just swing my sword around while we chill?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Look up sea hags. You think though, from what you do know about sea hags, is that perhaps she was trying to get something ready in terms of an attire to wear. Which is a pretty sickly thought to have.
Okay. Interesting.
Old, cured frickin' leather bits.
Alright. Neato.
And Tiberius, you I don't know if you've seen this from Rhea, and Rhea, I don't know what your reaction has been, but you've just walked away from a chest containing dresses, old torn clothing, and jewelry.
Okay.
I'm assuming Tiberius has
tell
collected all of
them
that,
this.
no?
No, I didn't care for the dresses and stuff.
And the jewelry?
Yeah, the jewelry and the gold bits and the health and the sword I've all got.
Can I
you
go
want-
over and look at these dresses?
The jewelry, I think
Just-
it'll match your eyes.
Who are you saying that to?
You, Raya.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Ryra's taken aback by this flattery.
Yeah, she kind of like, you can see her cheeks redden a bit, but she's like, yeah. Okay, cool, thanks.
Sure.
Yeah,
it's worth
cool.
35 gold points. If you
Oh,
put
oh
that
wow. Neat.
And
That's not
then-
meta at all.
Dude.
Oh yeah, sorry. And then
she punches him on the shoulder a little bit, like, you know, thanks, bro.
I'm gonna ruin this whole vibe for you in a sec. Can I give my little mouse friend one that's blue?
Yeah,
Because it matches the one that she has in her image.
totally. You managed to get out a blue. You want a piece of jewel itself.
Yeah, because I gave the jewelry to Raya.
So you take out one relatively small,
I want the biggest
Beautifully blue.
jewel I can find.
beautifully blue. It is the same size as Rosemary's iris inside her eye, and it is almost exactly the same color as
So
you
I just
match it
add a
up.
blue jewel.
Worth 25 gold pieces.
25. What if I find a bigger one that's worth like 50?
It could be worth less.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Then
Okay.
you get a blue jewel with 25 gold pieces.
Size isn't everything.
Sure. Let me delete this one.
I have that in my inventory now.
Whee! I need to minus 25 from this.
It's a relatively big jewel. You've. It seems that perhaps these jewels were from other pieces of jewelry because they're not all that big.
Oh. She was this hag, I don't know, she gets weirder and weirder as the more we learn about her.
So things like jewels and such worth a certain amount of gold. We do have to still like sell them to someone to get that gold, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Cool.
So I just said jewels and I made it worth a certain amount of money. And now when I gave it away, I just minused however much it's worth.
Awesome.
Okay, well, I'm done here.
Yeah, I think we're all done. Are we gonna set this skin on fire?
Oh yes, I eagerly run back and cast Fireball at the skin.
Whoa.
out the way first.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
purple fire comes billowing from Rosemary's hand as she flicks it towards these skins that engulf in flames. And smoke starts to fill up the inside of this cave section.
Okay, sick. Let's go.
Hey guys, let's go.
We ruined this cave. Oh, this
The
part of
wretched
the cave.
smell, as you start to leave, you can smell just the tiniest hint of burnt wretchedness.
Raya!
Raya, we want to get out of the smoke. Okay, there we go. Okay, so question.
Now?
Yeah, do we go right, deeper into the river, or do we...
Yes.
You come across what seems to be, as you turn to the right, a large piece of rock, perhaps
inhibiting us?
multiple two pieces of rock, but it does look like one large piece of rock. And the river water seems to be flowing from between a crack, the two edges to the two sides of that crack in this giant rock.
Okay, so I take it we're not meant to go that way. That is what the DM is hinting.
It's the edge of the map.
Let's go to the other way.
Okay, are we...
We're gonna
I
try
sort of
the
asked
other
this
rock and
earlier,
keep it-
but like,
We're gonna try and make the boat sail.
is the boat, like, I asked earlier, but I don't know if I was satisfied with the answer, or the way I asked it. Is this boat salvageable? Like, it looks like we can sail it out of here, it's not just patched together.
You,
Swim if I need to.
while you were... Okay, so let me answer it nicely then. While you were doing your long rests and chilling out and whatever, Raya and Rosemary both had a look beforehand. You asked them and they were like, yeah, it looks alright. We've got to get rid of some water in the bottom, but it'll do.
And those rags.
So they reckoned it's seaworthy. There's some water in the bottom, and you did notice that you notice at the moment as you come back to the boat that it is anchored at the moment. The anchor is going from the bow, the front of the boat, into the water down below. Something you'd seen. You saw exactly where it was anchored on the ground.
With that said, I'm no sailor, so if you yourself would like to inspect it as well, I implore you to.
I think it's alright. Like, it seems like the boat was brought here. Oh, you can literally see the anchor rope. No, you can't. Never mind. It seems like it was brought here with the intention to leave again, but I don't know what for. So we're gonna try take it out with us.
We can try take it out, but surely we should go and recollect our wagon and such. And if we are to sail away, take
we also
stuff
have
with
to
us.
clear the. We also have to
clear all of the debris down here. So I'd say we go and look over at this debris first.
Yeah, the debris first. But while we're talking about the wagon, like, I think we have to cross a river to get here.
Yes, we do.
Once, so that's gonna be difficult.
Well, with teamwork and effort, we can do it. Okay, I believe
we have 10 rations on the cart and some alcohol.
I'd say that Rhea, you walk up to this place first. You've been mulling it over in your mind, and your passive perception is enough to just see that, yes, these rocks and pieces of wood and things, it looks like some sort of cave in. It looks a little bit, you're not quite sure what happened here, but it does look like it's fallen from pieces around, and it does look movable. I will say that you guys can spend the next couple of hours, maybe move up until midday, collecting the wagon that you had, collecting the whatever you've got, doing what you need to do, whatever you want to do with the boat, and moving the rocks. I suppose moving the rocks would be the longest thing.
Yeah,
So
I think we'll split up, and some people go fetch the cart, and then others help move the rocks.
Are we sure we murdered everything?
Yeah, it seems.
Well, I mean, let's stick in pairs, but yeah,
I think we murdered.
we'll be okay.
Yeah, pairs are okay. Gonna would be me.
Can we
and
have
Clue.
one small person with
Per-
one big person?
I was gonna say it's
per
not
group. Because you and
Let's have a
Clue
look.
go and get the wagon. Me and Rayo move rocks.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, either way, it's fine. I was gonna say I count as a big person, so I can carry double my weight, but I need that for the cart, probably, more than the rocks.
Yes.
As you guys continue with what you're doing, Rhea, you get straight to work. You start moving things aside. Rose, who's going to the wagon?
Me and Clue.
Rose, you are helping Rhea, correct?
Yes.
Right, you guys get to work here. Rose, you're not quite sure where to start, but you know exactly what you're doing, as digging is something you're used to, so moving earth is something
I
you're quite
start
proficient
moving
with.
the smaller rocks first and glance over to Rhea whenever something heavy needs lifting and she needs to help me with.
Rhea, will put down the thing she's holding at the time and go pick up the bigger thing and move it, and then go back to what she's doing.
And while that's happening, Inspector Clue and Tiberius, you guys walk along. And at first it seems a little bit uneasy, but after a while you start to feel quite at peace. Seems like not much is going on. It seems like the caves, hollow sounds and the running water in the background echoing. It's quite a peaceful time. And you guys motion along, moving along. And Rhea.
Thing crashed.
Oh dear.
It's back.
Okay. Rhea, Rosemary, DM just had a heart attack. DM's okay. I think that because I rolled a 3 when I did a percentile, which was so close, I said to myself, if I roll a 1, these guys are fucked. and I rolled a 3, and that is absolutely nothing. So
Why would we be fucked on a
What
1?
has happened on a 1?
that's something you may learn
Nah,
in the future session.
sick.
Okay.
There's something in this cave, and I don't think we've woken it yet. But I feel we might.
But
Yeah, let's just. I
we've
mean,
been
weren't
what I'm
these guys
thinking.
we
Everywhere we
defeated
can.
before? Like these guys clearing this rubble. Like, there's got to be some reason why they were clearing it.
So there's got to be some reason that the rubble was there, blocking the cave to begin with. What don't they want leaving?
Roll investigation for me, Rhea, as you move this rubble aside.
19.
You look around, you see as you move these pieces of wood and the various pieces of rubble aside. You manage to reckon that there was some sort of attempt to seal in this cave, to make whatever was happening here not able to get outside,
I love it.
to not leave.
And we've just let it leave. Awesome. Cool.
The
No, I think we murdered it.
the people who had come in earlier seemed to fit the time frame of when this happened. No, not earlier. The 3 who had come later after the dwarves to try and rework on this mine, to try and open the mine up, because they didn't understand why the dwarves had all gone. They seem to fit the time frame of this cave-in that took place, and you do see explosive markings, incendiary markings.
I get the feeling that there's something in here that we have yet to uncover.
So when we take the boat forward,
with that 19, I'm going to say that you reckon that the thing that they were trying to stop was the sea hag itself.
sick. Yeah, that's what I thought initially. But okay, don't go too far without us. We have reached a point from.
I look over at Rhea and say, seeing as we've cleared the rubble, shall we get the water out the bottom of the boat?
Yeah, I was going to suggest the same thing.
Oh, look at
Right.
you. Two.
Good idea.
I'm going to say at this point, you and Inspector Clue, through your different trials, I want you to tell me, how do you get the wagon across this little river that you know is where you came from?
So, there is a little rock. Remember, I tried to like stand in the middle and then like toss the people across, and it didn't work out so well. So, my next plan.
Yeah, because you tossed me in the river.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
remember
It didn't work out so well. We gonna. I don't know if this is the best idea. I'm just sort of like discussing with Clue right now also. So I wanna like. This is dumb. Lie across, like plank, from the one end of the river to the rock, and then you're gonna like help me push, and then I'm gonna like worm help you push this cart across my back. Yeah. So you're more than welcome to add to my plan or change it, or
you look
as long as
around
you don't
for some
ridicule
pieces
it.
of wood that maybe you can find in any of this decaying stuff in this
I
part
don't
of the
know.
cave.
It's a cave.
Bring it with you. You lay it across the river so you can push the wagon along it.
Yeah, maybe if I
After
roll
securing
high
it on one
enough,
side.
there
Or will I be
might
holding
be
it
two
on one
planks
side?
in the thing.
Oh, okay.
So as you are moving along, what you do come across while you're having this discussion is about the same time you come across the fallen wagon that was before, still on the same map. You don't have to move yourselves back, but I'd say that you picked up some of the wood, the scrap wood that from the collapsed wagon here on the side.
Oh, okay,
So you've got some planks in hand, and if you reckon this is a good idea, I am going to ask you to roll a dexterity for setting this thing up. Who's setting it up?
I'll
both
set
setting
it
it
up
up.
maybe with assistance, so advantage maybe.
Are you helping him, Inspector Clue?
Yes.
Yeah, roll with advantage there.
Okay, what dexterity?
Dexterity.
Where did dexterity go? Oh, it's at the top.
Right at the top, yeah.
Advantage. Roll. 17. Ooh.
Nice. You seem to have a knack. You put these things down, they plonk into place. You seem to have picked out the exact right planks. And you and Inspector Clue managed to push this wagon across relatively hassle-free.
Why? I'll give my short friend a low five as we cross the river. I was gonna say high five, but I didn't want to make you jump.
Woohoo! Well, it's a high five for him.
Yeah.
You guys make it back at about the same time Rhea and Rosemary have gone inside the ship, so you don't see Rhea and Rosemary. I'd say, I'm not sure, but I think, Blaze, you had the wagon token.
Ooh, no, I don't have the wagon token.
That's okay. So we'll
No, go ahead.
have this barrel that I'll make big
Okay, sick.
as your wagon for now, and just we'll sort it out later.
May I ask that before I started clearing up the water with Rosemary, I can have another go at searching the hag, or is that a no-no?
Yeah, you can come across her, you check things out. She doesn't seem to have much on her. She's got a dagger, and she has a key after thorough inspection, because I'll say you've had enough time.
I imagine it's the key for the chest.
You think it may be. And yes, you guys managed to start bailing this out. You see there are 2 or 3 buckets floating around. One of the buckets is buggered, so 2 usable buckets floating around, and you and Rosemary managed to get the water, or most of the water. It's still a little bit wet, but that'll dry. And the boat itself begins to rise, although you don't notice this. It's not perceptive enough, but it does rise a few feet.
Sweet. Does
Inspector
it feel
Clue.
more buoyant? We can't see it, but you can feel it.
Tiberian says you come back, the boat looks bigger.
Hey, this boat looks
Looks
fresh and
improving.
ready, guys. Good job.
Likewise, seems you brought a cart back.
It might look like a
Yes.
barrel, but I assure
It's
you,
round.
it's a cart.
It's rolled.
Y'all
So
make
the
it
real
hallucinate.
Shall we help
Yeah.
Tiberius move all the stuff and get everything
Yeah,
on board?
please. So,
You said you had assembled the cart, correct? Is that what you'd done
assemble
earlier? No, I'm wondering, you had rolled a dex check for what exactly?
to
And lay down-
see if I could, lay down tracks with some wood that
Oh,
we have.
okay. Because
So
I'm
we
trying to
could
figure out like
potentially do
if we're supposed to leave the cart now here.
No.
Oh, lay down the tracks. That's what you. Okay, yeah, do
Yeah.
the same attack thing. Sorry, my brain blacked out when you said those words.
It, it happens. So do I need to roll another one?
No, I'm going to say there's enough of you here. You guys are able to
we
get
can
the thing on.
do it. We have 2
Um,
people to hold it sturdy so it doesn't slip. I can push, Rhea can pull. Give and take, you know?
Can we just say we raise it onto the
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. You guys get it on.
Good job,
Please
team.
do it.
what was in
Tiberius.
the wagon again? What did we leave in the wagon apart from 10 rations? Well, that was
some
from
honey
me.
meat.
There was more rations than that, wasn't there?
I was given 10.
Yeah, from me. Didn't we
you?
already have some?
I think
yeah.
we might have had
I
some
had
last
loads.
night.
I'd like to note that I secure the wagon like with rope or
What
whatever, so that
ropes?
when we start moving, I have a rope.
You have a rope.
I put
okay.
my rope back. Yeah, so I just
Can
want to make
I-
sure when we
can I
start
just,
moving, it doesn't like roll off.
Can I just like can we just unload the wagon and take everything like downstairs? So just in case the wagon somehow flies off or gets in the way, we've got our stuff
Sure.
down
Sure.
under deck.
Sure.
I
Like,
have more faith in the wagon's ability to stay put together than the boat's ability to stay afloat, so I have concerns with that.
I mean, if the boat goes down, the wagon's going down. Let's be real. We ain't gonna be dragging a wagon as we try and swim.
I mean, from your investigations earlier, you seem to think this boat's pretty sturdy.
Okay. Fair enough.
Do we know how to drive a boat?
The river itself seems to be flowing outwards.
Oh, okay. So we could
Into the
potentially
sail.
just. Do we have?
It's not here. You can't see them, but you see the little stubs there. They are the
Oars.
sails.
Oh, okay.
The masts. The masts have the sails on them that are not drawn out.
But they're there.
They're closed and they are greenish. It looks like they're algae ridden as well, or some sort of greenish slime.
That's fine. I'm
Same as the
assuming
interior of the boat.
the boat can leave with the sails up because it came in.
You can assume away.
Okay. And do we have oars? At least 2.
Roll investigation.
Okay.
This doesn't feel like an oar kind of boat.
Oh my god. A 1?
You have no idea
What
where
oars even
anything
are.
is. You don't even know what a boat is. You have no idea what a boat is.
No,
Do I
then
never
I'm standing
seen
on a
one?
boat.
You have you don't remember anything about most of anything.
Oh,
and
okay.
boats, as much as your legs are more stable than you would think with the rocking motion of this boat. So something inside seems to be holding you steady. You
The
personally
anchor.
know nothing about boats.
Okay, so I'm hoping y'all know what to do.
Do I see a
I mean,
string wheel?
I stowed away on a boat when I made
So you
it
have
to
knowledge?
the land. I have a little bit. I think I hid in a boat.
Enough
so I have
knowledge.
limited knowledge. I know we need to get this anchor up.
Okay. We have to lift it off the bottom of the floor.
Yes, and stow it away in the boat.
Okay, I can
Again.
help you do that. I'm strong, but not smart.
Okay, where is the anchor? First, you need to identify
in
where
the
it is.
front, in the back. If it was in the front, our boat would be turned the other way. So
You're actually right, and I
Yeah.
had set this up in the front, and I can't believe my name being physics. I've missed that tiny little detail.
Nah.
So, I'm gonna change it out here. I'm gonna say that the anchor has been crudely thrown over the back of this boat.
okay.
Okay.
Let me put it down here at the stern.
Wait, is there like a? Because usually, like, there's somewhere where you can reel the anchor
it's like
in.
a like a
Yes, it is. It's
mechanism.
right here. Don't worry, it's right here.
Is that this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just like turning this thing.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay.
And
So
the
we reel
boat
the
pulls
anchor in.
itself backwards, and the anchor, as you get to the boat itself, give me one moment because here we go.
There we go. We have a boat.
The boat is locked. We've got the boat now. Perfect.
Yee.
Okay. And the anchor is still holding itself because it is locked in position on the rock on the bottom.
Okay.
I look over at Tiberius and say it's probably caught on something. Go down and
Go
find
down.
me some rocks.
Can I just
Smile.
give it like a final tug with an extra surge
Roll a
of
strength
blood
check.
to my legs? 18.
You managed to give this thing one hefty tug, and you feel it dislodge.
Sick.
You feel
I
the
like
rock come
land
loose.
on my ass because that's how much force there was to unlodge this thing. And I'm like, oof.
And this chain reels in, Tiberius thudding down on the ground, and it comes past, resting up just on the edge of the boat itself, in the stern, on the back.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, and the boat itself begins to move.
Okay, I have a question to my fellow. Are we pirates now?
Technically?
Freshwater pirates. We stole a ship and now we're sailing it away.
I do not look like a pirate. So.
You
Fine.
don't have to look like a pirate to be a pirate. But do we
Oh,
keep
I'm
this
a
sea
I
hag
can move.
as evidence, Or do we chuck it off the side of the boat because it's gonna start stinking real soon? What
That's-
evidence do we need it for? We kill the sea hag?
Just cut off her head and keep her
Yes.
head
Oh, that's so
and get rid of
nasty.
her body.
Okay, can I
Oh,
do
my
that?
You don't see her head is not present. Her head was chopped clean off.
Oh, did
Oh
we
yeah,
do
I forgot
that?
about that part.
Mhm.
No, I didn't. I just fucking shot her with a firebolt. I swear. But someone else chopped their head off.
No, I think... Who did the last damage to it? Did I not?
Me.
Was it you?
Me.
Oh yeah,
I shot
Rose
the
attacks with
firebolt
firebolt
at
to
it.
kill hag.
And that firebolt,
Tim
the
attacks
blast
with
from
hand
that,
axe.
the blast from that, it was on 1 HP, and there was an axe that was sticking in her throat, in her neck,
Oh, you
and that
did.
blast
Okay,
made her head go clean off. You guys,
I
are
say,
now-
should we just discard of the body on
I
the
don't
side of the
care.
river?
Yeah.
So that, in case, so if someone wants proof, they can come back and see the decaying body.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Wait,
You
one
know.
second, guys. I just want to check one thing.
Let's chuck it off the left of the boat.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay, after your second, that's what I want to do.
one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
What
Yeah.
did you want to check?
Well, okay, my nat 20 earlier gave me knowledge about sea hags, and I wanted to check if they had any like poison or anything like that that could be harvested. Can I try to harvest, like, is there any way to harvest anything of value from her, like her body
Sea
and
hag
her
milk.
you know?
Fair enough. Yes, there is.
Oh,
Okay.
You have a look.
I delay my throwing of the sea hag.
I'm literally going to send you the link because of that net 20.
Thank you.
So look up sea hags here.
That makes sense.
No
Okay, I'll
problem.
kind of check. Wow, 19.
Ooh, sea hag's nails. You managed to put into one of your pouches. They are long, filthy, and sharp. You managed to get, I'm gonna say about 8 of them
Sick.
are intact.
At least one of them has llama's blood on it.
It has to be carefully extracted, but you are able to harvest this thing. You have to use quite a complex ritual, and it's something that you remember in the fighting, in your fighting a journey across places. You've had to come across things that you couldn't punch your way through. And these rituals are something you remember, very briefly, with regards to sea hags. And you know this can be used with alchemy, and magic users might have value for them as well.
Okay, awesome. Sweet.
And the boat, as you manage to extract the last of these nails very carefully, the boat crashes a bit and stops.
Okay, so I don't know what ores are, but I do know how like things work, and we have 2 of those planks. You know,
Yes,
and I'm
I'd
just
say you
gonna
brought
like
those through.
push us off.
Well, the bird itself, it has it's stopped. You've pushed it a bit. It seems to move a little bit, and it rocks and it shakes a little bit here and there. It is not really moving, but the water around it is getting more and more.
Oh,
And
did we
the
lodge
boat-
it?
The boat seems to be a little bit stuck on the rocks here, but the water also seems to be coming up a bit. I want you to roll investigation for me, please.
Who?
All of us.
All of us.
No, and Tiberius.
Okay.
Can I ask for help?
Sure. I just want you to roll investigation.
Okay, I got an
at the same
8.
time. Okay. Some time passes here, and you seem to think that it's stuck.
Okay.
Can Can
Maybe,
others?
maybe someone else here.
Can I-
Well, why
see
don't you
what's going
signal
on.
to us that
I'm
this is
literally now asking you as
as
like
Tiberius? Okay,
yeah. Hello. Please, maybe you guys have some insights as to what's going on or what we can do. I don't like that, but yeah.
Inspector Clue, I feel like you would be. I know nothing about this.
Who's
you
the smartest man I know?
things.
Can we maybe check under the boat, see if it's maybe too shallow for
We
it?
could, but we might have to use the
Oh,
potentially use
TikTok.
the dynamite.
Inspector Clue, any
Dynamite.
insights?
Maybe you want to investigate?
What? Cool. Why?
You, because you're smart and we're not.
It begins
yeah.
to rumble.
The earth begins to rumble.
The boat begins to rumble.
Oh no.
It feels,
I
it feels though to you that the earth is rumbling.
Okay, guys, I'm
Clue,
gonna
have
go
you figured anything
grab
out?
the rations and everything.
Yeah.
Jump off.
I need to look at the water if it's building up pressure from behind or something.
I go and dart underneath the deck
Yes.
and try and grab the food whilst people are investigating.
Roll investigation for me, Inspector Clue.
Yes. Shit, so close. 13.
13, you can see that the water is building up around this boat itself. It is seemingly something that will perhaps help with the situation, but the boat is rocking. It is sort of stuck. It wants to move. It seems like something may have snagged it.
Can I suggest to everyone that we run from one end of the ship to the other, all like in synchronous motion, kind of just to try and like rock it.
Okay, we can run.
Okay.
We can try.
You guys run backwards and forth here in time with each other, trying to be, and you manage to get it just right enough for this boat to roll, rock, and dislodge itself, flowing further forward.
Yay!
Along its
Okay.
path.
I calm down and put the food back underneath the boat.
Oh, even these rocks are unlocked now.
Yeah, just leave the rocks, please. We don't need them in the way.
Hey,
You don't need them in the way, mate.
mate. I'm sorry.
Mate.
I apologize.
And you guys managed to sail
Oh, out of
midday out of this rock face.
that's cool.
The open air hits you. It is an overcast day. It's relatively cold but warmer than in the cave, and the wind hits your face. And I think that's a good place to take a little break for like 20 minutes or so.
Sick.
Yay.
So you guys come across the currents of the water. The boat is swept with the tides. Rather than the tides, that's incorrect. I'd say the boat is swept with the currents of this river running down to the sea.
Oh, but we're outside, just to clarify, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Over time, the compass is checked again. You guys see that the caves maybe were playing a bit of mischief with your directions down there. But right now, this river has come out of these caves in a westerly direction.
Okay.
And the river has slowly turned. It is turned south, exactly that, from initially being west out of these caves. And as you make your way south, the rocky terrain around you leads you and your boat down the Stojanow River. Have I sent you? Yeah, I sent someone a map. One of you has a map.
Okay, is this where are we going down? Oh, Stojanow. I misspelled that completely. but that's okay.
Stojanow?
Stojanow. I said Stoganor. So whereabouts are we now? By Enwolf's Corner. Is that where the festival was?
I'd say, looking at this map, you reckon that you were going... You're coming from the Quivering Forest. You're around about at the start of this map. Let me bring the map up over here.
Okay, so you can like... Oh, that's the one, boy.
And I'm going to say here that you're just coming along. You're not quite here yet. But you're on your way
Where's he here?
down this way.
I don't
You
see
are-
any...
I'd say roll a survival check for me, please.
Aye, Captain 12.
Okay, you reckon that you're probably somewhere around north of where this map is showing.
Oh, okay, so we're not on the map yet.
And as this boat moves down the Stojanow River with you, and your party and your things and everything you've taken with you, the land soon begins to turn from stone to hilly grassland.
No.
And as night slowly turns to day, and day turns to night, you get some much needed rest.
Oh, we could have raised it now. Okay,
So you've rested from the day that it was, and another day has passed. So a day and a half essentially has passed. And it's now about 10 a.m. or so. Where is everyone, and what are you guys doing?
Where exactly are we on the map?
North.
You haven't really reached this area.
Okay, we're
of
just
the
on the
map
boat,
itself.
like, traveling.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Can I have a look at my alchemist supplies? Smile.
Yeah, you can. Have a look at them.
Can I see that I can create alchemist fire. How
Fucking pyromaniac over here. What is
he gave me
going
fire
on
peas
here?
and a flask. The ingredients are fire peas and a flask of oil, and physics gave me fire peas and a flask of oil. What the fuck do you want from me? He literally set this up.
Oh, you're making a potion or like what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. You just have a potion ready. She's not gonna use it now, I hope.
Let's have a look at it.
So, how do I go about making potions? Because contents: 2 glass beakers, a metal frame to hold a beaker in place over an. Oh, I need an open flame. I maybe shouldn't set a fire.
I have I have a cantrip.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I can use it on you. Flame like radiance descends.
I have a
on
glass, a
creature.
small mortar and pestle, a pouch of common alchemical ingredients, including salt, distilled alcohol, powdered and purified water. If you have proficiency in alchemist supplies, you can use your tool proficiency to give yourself advantage on certain skill checks. Arcana proficiency with alchemist supplies allows you to unlock more information on arcana checks involving potions and similar materials. Investigation: when you inspect an area for clues, proficiency with alchemist supplies grants additional insight into any chemicals or any other substance. Okay, whatever.
Alright, so what I'm going to say for now is that there is something I need to...
These cost 25 gold pieces. What the
If it's for the ingredients. If you have all the ingredients already,
okay.
it doesn't cost you anything.
Okay, cool.
It just costs you time. So I need to look some things up, and right now I'm going to say it takes about 5 days to brew that potion.
It says these ones listed are only 1 day of work because they're common recipes.
Is it 1 day itself? That one that you've got
Creation
there.
of these items requires the ingredients listed and 1 day of work. After reducing the cost of the ingredients, a recipe costs 25 gold pieces.
After
I'm going to
reducing
say,
the costs.
I am going to say that you're going to
After
need...
deducting the cost, yeah.
I'm going to be a little bit of a hard ass here. You're going to need the ingredients. So
I have the ingredients.
Yeah, she has the
you have the ingredients while you're
I
setting
have
up.
5 peas and flask of oil.
Wonderful. So that is taking advantage of your off time and the things that you're doing on the boat,
Yeah, we
totally
say
not a problem. Can you roll a
Well, I think I need to buy the recipe, so the actual recipe, so I know how to make it, costs 25 gold pieces.
right? So you don't know what to do with these ingredients.
I have
at the
no
moment.
idea what the fuck I'm doing.
So that's
I can't do anything.
I'm gonna go with my initial instinct then, and I'm gonna say to you, you'll probably have to ask someone to help you, possibly teach you.
unless you
So
buy a recipe or stuff.
yeah, and
Common recipes.
there are ways and means that you can do this, but you're not quite sure how.
Okay.
Right, so you are looking. Okay, so Rose, you are right now looking through your different things that you've got, your alchemical
Yes,
ingredients,
and I'm also sorting out my backpack in general because
sorting out your backpack. It's a complete mess, and you're getting it nice and sorted. Tiberius, what are you doing?
Making sure we don't crash onto the side of. Oh, I'm fucking attuning to my sword.
Okay, you attune to your sword, and you feel this energy that connects you and the sword activate. And this vibration, this hum, this mild hum that you only just barely sensed, dissipates as your body seems to take on this mild hum itself, and you immediately become used to it as a normal.
Hell yeah.
The +1 longsword now, and you've already added that to your inventory as a +1. We
Just
spoke about that
changed
earlier.
it,
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah.
Awesome.
It has these magical markings that seem to have come alive in your eyes, and they are moving slowly.
I'm just gonna equip this, put it in my belt if I'm wearing one of those still, or on my back, like quick slot. That's what I'm doing in the front of the boat. If you can imagine my sound effects to be putting it away and then pulling it out and putting it away and then putting it out.
Training commences on the bow of this boat. And while this is going on, and you hear the sounds of this going, Rhea, what are you doing?
Gosh.
Just farting about.
Yes. I'm just getting a lay for the land, trying to get our bearings. I don't really have any items to attune to, things to make. I haven't really got
sailing the ship with me.
Yeah, I'm sailing the ship with you and rolling my eyes at Tiberius.
Hey.
Are you in the crow's nest looking around, or just on the deck somewhere?
I think I'd like to be in the crow's nest, not only because I'm looking around and getting my bearings, also because this is a lot of human interaction or people interaction. I'm very drained, so I'm just getting some space, some breathing room, maybe just blooming in the top,
Nice.
introverting.
Inspector Clue, what are you doing?
I'm steering the ship and communicating with the only one I can talk with at the moment, who is up in the crow's nest. And beyond that, I'm staring in the distance, trying to avoid rocks and ignoring the other two.
Hey,
Are
we
you with-
appreciate it, bro.
Are you with Rhea in the crow's nest?
Can
And
you
he's
steer from
steering
that?
the boat.
You're
I'm
steering the boat. Ah, right. Sorry, I misheard.
Whatever
that.
that means. If it's a
And if I
rudder,
see any rocks coming, I shout down at him take a left.
Right.
I'm pulling ropes, I'm using the rudder and such, whatever is needed to steer this vessel with the help of my first mate thing up in the crow's nest.
Right. Give me one moment, please.
The moment is yours.
And now we're gonna roll my ability to actually being able to steer this vessel.
Tiberius, are you going to be using your +1 warhammer, or are you going to be using your +1 longsword from now on as your
Waiting
primary
for that
item?
question.
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't know.
And,
Do you have anything to
Well,
make it with my
His
wife?
sword is not tuned yet.
No, because I don't tend to run to the chest first, so I don't get all the cool shit. Fuck you. You won a coin toss last time. Fuck you.
No, you guys love giving me the chest because it tends to attack you when you open it.
halfway through this banter, halfway through right now at this point, Rhea, you are looking out and you manage to catch something. I'd like you to roll a perception for me, please.
Okay. 7. I'd like to use my DM inspiration to reroll that, please.
Good. There is something jutting out of the side of one of the one of the sides of the riverbank that you are running down this river towards.
Okay, I'd like to
It looks
shout
like you
warning
might crash.
Yeah, I shout immediate warning to Clue, and I'd like to actually, for the sake of, because I have nothing better to do, I'm going to grab a rope off the side of the crow's nest and like very pirately kind of swing down on it and attempt to help steer the boat out of the way.
Okay. I am going to ask you here to make an acrobatics check for me, please.
Oh,
13.
oh, that's bright.
I rolled the wrong thing.
Okay, Rosemary, you are downstairs. You are with your stuff, sorting out your backpack and bag, when you hear a splash of water, not from outside the boat, but pouring from inside the boat.
Oh.
And I want you to roll perception for me.
I wanna
Me to roll perception.
give
Yes,
Raya my
please.
longsword.
Okay.
okay, it's
30, 20.
You know that this is not on the outside of the boat. You know that something, one of the seals, has broken through on the inside of this boat and water has started to pour inside. I am
Hey,
I am imposing a semi sort of initiative right now. Rosemary, what are you doing?
I'm quickly grabbing the food from downstairs, putting it in my backpack, and I'm gonna rush up onto deck and scream. Fuck words. The sail of the boat's breaking. We're gonna sink.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, do I still have mending?
Oh, so you are actually in the. This is your second in this imposed initiative, Tiberius. Rosemary comes running up, screams this warning that things might be going down in quite a literal sense. Well, what are you going to do? You've got your sword in hand. You've been parrying with invisible enemies.
Yeah, Rose,
The alcohol's still onto the boat.
That's fine.
Cough.
Do you still have mending?
Yes, I do still have mending.
Come, let's go. If we flood, I'll help you survive. I'll put my life on the line. I need you to mend
Repairs
this boat.
a single break or tear.
Yeah.
You guys are saying this, and as you finish the suggestion to go down, Rhea lands in front of you. Not the most graceful landing, but successful in terms of not damaging or becoming prone. Rhea, you land on your feet and knees, or your foot and knee. Rhea, what are you doing?
I'm alerting them. There's something ahead of us. We're gonna crash.
Oh, alert Clue. He's the one driving. We have another emergency downstairs.
Wonderful. Yeah, and I go to Clue and I, essentially tell him where to steer clear of.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Inspector Clue, you are busy steering this boat.
Can I quickly suggest we find somewhere to land this boat? Maybe, softly, maybe a beach, maybe the side, not crashing, but, not so we don't all drown.
You all look around and you see that the land around you and to the sides is rushing past at a very fast pace. It's not an increased pace. You haven't noticed it's been gradual. It's not like a waterfall's imminent kind of increase in pace. It's a river that you're in that is flowing in the direction you're traveling. You're going pretty fast.
Pull up the sails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get
Well, it
to
depends
work on that.
what direction the wind's blowing. If we're putting up the sails and the wind's blowing in the direction we're going,
No,
that's
I
not
meant
good.
put it down. Put it down.
Oh, put down.
Is it still make it not be in open position?
Whatever it is, I'm gonna do the opposite of that.
It is closed right now.
Oh, okay.
You You are, at the moment, Inspector Clue, it is your turn. This discussion about wind going in directions and dropping sails and the flooding of the boat and something in front, well, that's all just happened right in front of your face, Inspector Clue. What are you going to do?
Nama?
Sorry. I am not sure if I can do anything back here, but
there's a serious sense of panic going on, and you are almost about to go into shock from the amount of stuff going through your mind.
I'm trying to avoid and steer in the opposite direction of whatever I was alerted by.
Okay, I want you to roll perception. Rhea was not specific on where it was.
No, she
Wasn't
said
told
she.
specifically which side it was.
She said she was like explaining to him.
You didn't really see. You saw it was jutting out in front. You can't really remember. Not with the perception roll of 9. Okay, you are going to keep that for now. Steering perception 12. When this comes across, you are ready to try and steer away. Rosemary, what are you doing now? Are you and Tiberius running downstairs and sorting this out?
Yeah, we're gonna run downstairs and attempt to sort this out.
All right, I want you to both roll dexterity for me. No, scratch that. Sorry, roll athletics for me. As you get downstairs, there is water there. Your feet go into the water rushing. Roll
Not
athletics.
acrobatic.
Not acrobatics. Running through water.
8.
19. I said I'd help her. I'm like literally if
Roll
she needs anything.
roll dexterity for me, Tiberius.
Dexterity 12.
Nice. You managed to react just in the nick of time as your female mousy companion falls. You grab her just by the scruff of her neck and you pull her upright, and you guys get to work. What are you guys both doing? You guys have a simultaneous turn here.
So
I cast mending.
yeah, we're trying to get to where we feel the water flooding in, if we can even, and then
Roll perception, Tiberius, with advantage.
Perception with advantage. Let's go nat 20. 24.
Nat 20. You manage to point out to Rosemary. Rosemary, you take these suggestions on where to cast your magic straight away, and you both get to work on exactly the positions and spots that this needs to happen and take place in. While this is going on, this magic coming from you guys up top, Rhea, what are you doing now? Now that you've had all of this communicated, what are you doing?
I need to check what way the wind is blowing, because I need to know if pulling down the sails is going to slow us down or speed us up.
Roll survival for me, please.
21.
You reckon that the wind is probably going to push you faster if you could go faster. The wind is coming from behind you.
Okay, so keep them unfold.
Yeah.
Fold.
Yeah, I'm keeping them filled.
Maybe.
Could I?
Never mind. I should have.
No. Go ahead.
It's
No,
not
go
my
ahead.
turn. It's not my turn. I shouldn't give advice.
We done underneath.
Yeah, I just don't know if I don't know anything going on down there. To my understanding. So can I try help Clue steer, or I'm gonna run to the front of the ship and try and get a better view of where he must avoid. So essentially, he's at the steering wheel, I'm at the front, and I can kind of point left or right.
Please do that.
Right, I want you to. Right, hold on, Inspector Clue. That's perfect. You run to the front of the ship. Thank you very much, Inspector Clue. Please, can you tell me you're bracing through here? I want you to roll another perception, unless you want to do something other than bracing for the steering.
No, I'm bracing for the steering.
Right, can you roll a strength check for me, please?
Oh, strength, sorry.
Mhm.
Yes. I'll do that. Hold on.
That was a pretty good perception.
There was a pretty good perception. Thank you.
Was
Strength. Here you go.
huh?
Yeah.
Back.
7.
Oh, you don't have
Okay.
any
I'm small.
modifier.
No.
Hectic.
At this moment, Rosemary Tiberius, you have completed repairs. The boat is now knee-deep to you, Tiberius. It's about 2 feet filled with water. Maybe a little bit more, 2.5 feet filled with water, more than when it was before. You know the boat is sunk. What are you guys doing right now?
Wishing Katara was on my team.
What?
Fuck, I don't know. I want to get rid of this water, but I don't know if I have any way to do that. I was usually thinking to just like boil it off, but that's gonna take forever and it might damage the ship.
That would take forever. Is there? I mean, I presume there's buckets on the ships, and that's how.
Are we just gonna continue doing the same?
I mean, no.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm probably gonna go.
I'll say you know where. Sorry, I interrupted.
Can I go like up above deck and like kind of whilst gesturing to the buckets to Tiberius? That are
Okay.
Probably, I guess, there, considering that's how I presume me and Kira cleared it earlier.
You know where things are on a boat, I'd say, because
Yes,
of what you
okay.
mentioned earlier with your role
Yeah,
play.
so
I'll totally disallow that.
Okay, I gesture to Tiberius like that, and I go overboard, and I realise we're going still pretty fast, so I try and find the anchor.
I was thinking
to
the same,
maybe
but I
try
think
and-
like if we release the anchor at this speed, it's just gonna like grip
Slow
onto
us down?
something and
Yeah.
rip off. Do we only have the one anchor? Do we not have a?
Tiberius, you and Rose have made it to the top of the stairs looking for buckets, discussing buckets and anchors. What are you doing? I'll let you help Rose with what he's doing here.
Okay. What are we doing here?
Or Rosemary, if you want to do something. I don't want to skip past you.
I mean, I'm stronger, so I can drop the anchor if you want. But I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
entirely
I'll get to clearing the water, and you can drop the anchor. I mean, do we
Okay,
have any better ideas on how to stop the ship?
No, we don't.
You guys
Before I do
both-
this, I just
You
want to
guys
like.
both grab a bucket of water each, throw it over the side, and then Tiberius, what is it that you want to do?
I just want to be like, we want to drop anchor. Do we have objections?
Rhea, you're still looking over the bow. You hear this. Rhea, Inspector Clue, what do you have to say back?
I do actually think, now that I've been thinking about it, that it could potentially just rip a hole in the boat as it pulls the anchor off,
Yeah.
or rip the anchor off. I don't know if that's going to help.
I don't know if it's meant to.
Inspector Clue, how strong do you feel at the wheel?
Oh, if it's strength you need at the wheel, we can rotate. And maybe
gonna
you
allow
help
that.
Rosemary. Sorry, I'm
I'm going to
talking
allow that
about-
community. Totally fine. It's a weird initiative that I'm running with, and I'm totally cool with that. So, Clue, what are you going to do? Tiberius has just suggested his might to your aid.
I got muscles.
I don't know if strength is needed at the rudder.
You just rolled a strength check
yeah,
of
I'll
7.
see
You
to
feel
roll this.
rather weak.
Yeah, but I think that it could be needed somewhere else. We could switch, yes, but I don't see how it would help with the leak.
The leak's
The
fixed.
leaks seem repaired.
Okay.
Seems repaired. We just need to clear water.
That is fine.
I say seem about everything, yeah. Then,
You
yeah.
do.
It's okay, fine, fair enough.
And I shouldn't have said that, Tiberius should have. But anyway, how do you feel? You feel you're okay, or should you need some hands there? Assistance? Swapping? You want to roll again for strength?
I feel fine. I can be overruled, but I feel fine. That's my own personal
Okay,
judgment.
Tiberius, do you want to help him?
I'll be here and assist if necessary.
Okay, can you roll a strength check for me as well, and I'll average it.
I shall do so.
Both of us?
9 isn't much better.
9 is much
Well-
better. Give me a strength check again, Inspector Clue, with advantage this time. That's what I should
Oh,
do.
oh sorry,
again.
advantage.
7, 9, 7, 9.
Wait, here you go. With
There we
advantage.
go. Come on.
Better.
16. Okay, there we go. And that is much, much better. I wanted to give you this, but at this point, you guys managed to see Rhea. I would say roll me another perception now.
Both. Or
No.
Freya.
Rhea rolled perception.
Ray, you see that there's a jetty sticking out of the right-hand side of the bank, and there's something else jutting out ahead of that jetty. Poles of some kind?
What's a jetty?
A jetty would be a piece of wood or construction that hangs off a dock, sort of like a dock in a way.
So, am I getting the feeling that we're about to crash into the jetty, or am I getting the feeling that like we could potentially try to steer into it and slow down?
The
like if we
poles you
spin
might
left.
hit, the poles you might hit, but the jetty you have the potential to miss.
I'm going to relay this information because I'm really not sure what to do here. I'm getting, to my understanding, maybe I'm perceiving the situation wrong. We have picked up speed massively. We are like barreling down this river, and there's a jetty coming up on the left, and like I don't see a way for us to slow down and get landed there. If we try turn, I feel the feeling that we're going to crash into them. Are the poles what we're going to crash into anyway? Like I'm not entirely sure I'm understanding the situation.
Okay.
You are correct about it. You haven't picked up space massively, but you are going very fast. You, at the moment, have a jetty or a platform sticking out on the right-hand side with some poles sticking out from it. That's what you've seen.
Okay.
Relaying that to Inspector Clue, he's at the wheel right now. So he has to decide what he's going to do. You've just relayed to him, and Inspector Clue, you've just heard that there's something sticking out from the right.
Are the poles the obstacle that we're going to crash into? Is that...
It looks like you might crash into
okay,
that.
thank you. That's what I was understanding.
If you don't move left, you're going to crash into this.
I'm instantly switching to the left.
Okay.
Turning the thingy.
With an attempt at moving this, it becomes apparent that you might need some help, and you actually look up to Tiberius and you say, "We've got to put our back into this," and you both go for this, and you just manage to turn against this tide that is pushing this boat forward and pushing it in a straight line. You manage to actually scrape this boat with these poles as you hit them, and the lines attached to them get tangled up on the front and sides of your boat, and you scratch past to the left of this platform, this jetty that sticks out, and it scratches the side of your boat as well, leaving a mark, going a ka-thunk on the thud, and you guys manage to do a bit of a judder, but you don't slow down too much, and you move past these rods attached with some sort of string or thread, 2 of them wrapped around the front and sides of your boat, one on each side. As one seems to have snapped in half on the left-hand side and is hanging, just bobbing in the water.
Sorry, one what? I'm like, processing all of the information at the same time while you say it, and not see it is proving challenging to my brain, which is why I'm asking so many questions, not because I'm not paying attention, I promise.
One pole. So
Okay.
one pole has snapped.
Okay.
It is tangled up with the front of your boat. And
Okay.
you guys continue to move along this river
Okay.
at quite a pace, avoiding the obstacle ahead. And
I'm
Tiberius... Yes, Rose? Sorry?
Oh, I'm gonna continue getting rid of the water from under the boat whilst my friends steer the ship, who seem to know what they're doing a little bit, or seem to have things temporarily under control. But I'm running about frantically doing this, so like
we seem to be managing. Let us know.
yeah, I'm bopping my head up. I'm constantly bopping my head up so I can overhear their conversations, type thing, and in case stuff goes wrong.
Okay. I will say that things seem to progress. You get some water out of the boat. You take another sort of look, and you reckon the boat could do with some patchwork. And the leaks seem to be repaired for now. But what you have repaired is just some weird, slimy canvas that's been hastily pasted against the sides of the boat.
So we didn't fix the wood.
No, you fixed the leaks, which were this canvas stuff that had either come off the wall or it's broken through from the pressure of the water.
Okay.
So a few hours pass, maybe a few days itself, and it takes a few days. I'm going to ask if anyone wants to do anything during this time that the travel takes place.
I'm gonna search the entire ship for cheese.
Nah.
Okay.
Freaking cheese come down. It's been a couple days.
Just in case, you never know. You know, there could be some hidden away, wrapped up. You know, cheese still tastes well with age. Physics.
You search and you certainly smell, and not a single scrap of food that's edible for you can be found.
God damn it.
That's edible for her. Who's it edible for? No one.
I mean, it could be edible for people who have extremely low standards.
Just like, I don't care if I die. Let's go.
And also, whilst I'm on this quest to search for cheese, any inedible food I throw.
You find a couple of pieces of, you assume, body parts or perhaps fungi that grows in certain places.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw that off the ship.
Burn it.
This algae-laced paste-type canvas
Don't
that is
burn it.
plastering some sections of the inside of the ship looks pretty edible, but not.
I'm gonna leave the stuff that's plastering the ship. I'm just gonna throw away like
I'm gonna throw that over the side.
fungi and the rotten food, and basically, whilst I'm on this quest, any other trash that is deemed non-valuable after going through all the cupboards.
Physics,
Just
that was
so it's, like,
disgusting.
clean.
I'm like actually like put off. Like,
Inside of the ship is not so great.
Gross.
It seems to have been a place the hag was getting ready to set sail with, and her living conditions are very different to yours.
So I'm just gonna clean this place a bit with whatever I can find. Maybe there's there's usually a sponge and
we collected
bucket of
some
water.
scraps of cloth from that chest.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wipe some stuff down, surfaces down, so they look okay. Gonna I don't know. Maybe someone wants to scrub the deck whilst we're here. I have no idea. I'm just gonna
I
shut
want
up.
to try and repair some, like whatever parts of the boat that I can from without getting off the boat, essentially. Like try to repair the outside.
Roll dex for me, please.
Sure. Just straight decks.
Yeah.
I've changed my dice colors. I don't have any other dice. I can't put my dice in dice jail. I don't know what to do.
A six.
I'm having a really bad time right now, guys. My luck is not good, and it's
We
disheartening.
used all our nat 20s so early on.
almost about the thing that goes through your head while you're trying to repair this boat. Tiberius, what are you up to in the few days that pass by?
I just like to work out, make sure my muscles stay in peak condition, I'll also assist with the ship repairs if any of it's still possible. If there's still water, I'll scoop it, I'll stand by the helm or
You said you're going to assist with the repairs?
Yeah, if it's necessary, if there are still repairs to be done that I can assist with. I removed my mending.
Roll perception for me.
Perception, okay. Sick, let's go. I got an 8. It's 1 away from the 20, but I got it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's a
boats float.
+4, that's a 12, I think.
Oh, okay. The boat is floating, it seems to be working, but it could do with a bit more work.
Okay, so just general... Oh,
Yeah.
I can see
roll
it
dex.
needs work, but I don't know what to do.
No, roll dex for me. You know where it needs work.
Oh, that's a 5. Okay, sick.
You put some planks up against the holes, put like a nail in the side, just one nail in one of the planks, and then
Okay.
put another nail in another plank,
Hey.
solding it against the holes that you
I
put
found
there
2
earlier.
nails and a hammer, dude. This is legit. Oh, I'm using my war hammer to tap it in.
Literally.
Okay.
That dex was 5.
4 + 1, 5, yeah. I'm a king, bro.
You looked around, reckoned that Rhea didn't do enough, and got worse.
It's
and
gotten
then
worse since you touched this ship.
Inspector Clue, what you up to?
I continue staring the ship and take this opportunity to put some tobacco in my pipe
Nice.
and blaze it up.
I suppose I have to go poop at least once in these couple of days. Is there a space for us to do so, or am I just putting
Over the
my ass
railing,
over
Bob.
the railing? Yeah.
Over the railing.
Okay,
There
you're gonna have to endure at
doesn't seem
least
to be
one
much.
shit. I'm sorry. Are we minusing rations?
I would say minus about, let's see, 5 rations.
Okay. That's
Gonna take
half
We have
of the
rations
rations
left.
we have on the ship.
Five
per
rations
person.
each. 5 rations each.
5
Yeah.
rations each. Okay, so
20 rations.
I'm actually doubting that we have that much.
I have.
shouldn't have said
Can
anything.
we
What's up,
can
Benny?
we have been fishing as well, like attempting to fish in some way?
Yes, I'm going to ask Rhea roll
How
survival for me
she's
just to make it nice
fishing.
and simple.
Sorry, I didn't hear physics. What did you say?
I'm going to say that as you think about this, you look down and you see that the poles themselves might just be, they might be perhaps something you could fish with.
Okay.
Well, the
Cool.
pole's still attached to the front of your boat, and I'd say you spend some time getting that up and setting it up and bringing out some fish. I will ask you to roll a d6 for me, please.
Sure. 4.
During this excavation, I'd say add 4 rations. You catch 4 fish from this.
Okay.
And
How
can I
are
put
we
a-
getting
so-
rid of these 20
Sorry,
rations?
can I put a fishing rod in my inventory?
I literally was just about to say, perfect, cool, please do
Sweet.
so. Absolutely. You
Thank
got a
you.
fishing rod now? Fishing tackle? Not yet, but fishing rod, yes.
How
It does
will
have a
we-
line, it does have a hook, and I'd say you've used some of pieces of your ration to put onto the hook, but not enough to, like, it's negligible.
Also,
Rose?
I was going to say, how are we getting rid of these 20 rations? Because
Kira
How
has-
many rations?
we had 10 in the cart.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 of you, 3 of you. What else is going on? Who else has got rations? No one?
Was it just the 10 on the cart?
I already had 10
I don't know,
rations,
that's
so now I
why I
have
said
14 in
you go.
total.
I have 2 rations.
I have 5 on me.
Other than what was in the cart.
Yeah, other than what was in the cart.
Okay, so you have 10 on you, so take 5 from there. I don't have any. I was gonna use the ones on the cart, so we might have to take 5 from there. Llama has 2, so he needs to
2.
take 3 from the cart. That means we have 2 left on the cart, and then Kira has 4. Takes 1.
I have 14
Oh.
on me because I prepared for this. By,
Okay, so do
know,
you want to
having
take 5
rations.
from yours and maybe add some to the cart?
I'm gonna take. No, I'll share with people. I don't mind sharing a little bit. So let's not. How many? You don't have any.
I'll be right
No,
back
mine
while you
was
guys sort out
what
what's
I
going on.
got from the townspeople, and I put it on the cart.
Okay.
So how much did you have on the cart?
10.
10, and I also had 10 on the cart that I put. So we have 20 on the cart.
Oh, did you put your own 10 on the cart?
Yeah, I had 15, so I put 10 on the cart also.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no, then there was
That was
20
the
on the
thing,
cart.
and then I've also got 5. Yeah, okay. That's why I was like, we only had 10. I was like, I swear we have more than this.
Okay. So I could make the cart be 15 now. Since I took 5. Now physics
Well, you
is going to
took
take
5.
2.
Or honestly, should we just use all the rations on the cart, and so then we've just left with what we have, and then Rhea
Hold the
can
personal
maybe
Share if needed.
share if needed over the coming days,
Sure.
so that we don't have.
And I can fish more as needed if
Yes.
needed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds like a good idea. Awesome.
Okay, so we're essentially just taking them all off the cart.
Yes. So
Sweet.
we have.
Okay, so you guys continue on this journey. making sure to keep yourself fed. Rhea, bringing some fresh food into the mix every now and then. Rosemary, you pine for cheese, but you make do with what you've got available to you. The fish, I think you're put off by the fish. Quite frankly, it's not what you're looking for, but you're able to sustain yourself. Rhea, you managed to get some repair work with Tiberius helping you along. Rosemary, you clean up a bit, things being thrown out, things being sorted out. Downstairs, the smells seem to have dissipated as Rhea, Tiberius, Rose, you guys worked a lot down there. Inspector Clue, you light up your pipe. And over the course of this journey, you make your way south, and the rocky terrain around you leads you, as I said earlier, to more hilly grasslands, and this is where, at this point, I would say that the grasslands themselves are now... they've gotten flat enough for farmland to be cultivated on, and so you see that it has been. You see some farmland. You now can have a look at the map that I showed you earlier, or have put in the channel there. I can bring the map up itself as well. And in fact, what I'm going to do is bring this map up.
I like when it's up here.
Now, this is the part I'm describing now is the journey that you've come through to be where you are now. Zooming in when you get into the city, you're probably going to have to do a lot of that. A lot of this is going to be theatre of the mind. But before you come across where you are at this point, you travel along. There's farmlands to your left and to your right. The road to your left has wagons that pass by. You are passing by them, rather. As the journey that you would have taken down here would have taken perhaps 2 weeks, you reckon. This river has saved you about 9 days. It's taken you 5 days.
Good, we didn't have the rations for that long adventure.
You see these wagons that you pass by. They are carrying large felled trees, you assume from the quivering forest, and soon enough more farmland with the hints of a settlement, city, or town ahead. The river itself slows down a bit. A fork in it makes itself apparent. You appear here at the top of here. I'm going to ask that you generate your characters again. I apologize on that. You should be able to see your boat at the top of the map.
Yo, there's a lot of zooming.
Yes.
Are we making our characters smaller to fit on the boat?
You don't have to really. You can just keep the boat there. You don't even have to bring your characters in at all. It's up to you.
I mean, I like
the
map, but...
You can see that there is a towering wall in front of you and a reinforced wall in front. It's also reinforced, but to the left there's one that's a bit shorter. Then the one in front, you can see the spires of the top of a castle of some kind sticking up. Some sort of building that seems well guarded, and the town itself surrounds you to the left.
We don't
as
know
you go down this river.
But it's called Valjevo Castle.
Yes, you have no idea about any of this meta information that you can see around you.
No.
And the maps are quite specific, but...
I love this though, let's continue, sorry for that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad it's an elephant in the room sometimes, but we'll just roll with it, we'll roll with it. That's what the game is. And to the left you see a nice settlement of perhaps more common folk, and in front a reinforced city. You've got the map there. Are you going left or right as you go down this river? Are you going east or west? Inspector Clue, you have been steering this boat. Which way would you like
I mean, I think we should go east, because the docks are east.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet.
We have the map.
You have the map.
Okay.
I say west.
I'm gonna say this guy, the guy who gave you the map, you guys lucked out on this map. He paid quite a bit of attention to detail. The one that I sent in the channel, the details you can see there.
Dude, that's
I'm gonna
incredible.
say that you can see it.
Awesome.
So you know. So what you mentioned is
With
not better.
all the
You have
blue
it on your map.
text.
All the blue text, everything.
Sick.
Clue, you were going to say something?
Yes. West.
You go west and you turn right. You go starboard, and you turn right along this river, making your way down.
Past
You
the
come across-
cemetery or the graveyard.
There's a graveyard
You
to your
mean
right,
like this way?
Yes.
I actually support that choice very much.
and you make your way down. You go underneath one bridge, passes under the shadow. It's not very noticeable. As I said, this is an overcast time. The day itself was overcast when you exited the cave. You've had some sun, but it seems to be a change of season, and the overcast sky itself doesn't allow much sun, but that is good. Lets the heat down. And the wind itself seems to hit you with a saltier expression. There was a hint of salt before, but now here, as you come out here, you realize you have crossed out into the sea. And it is salty. The air is salty, and you make your way across through here, navigating. I would assume that you brought your sails down, and I'm going to just roll past that and say that you guys managed to navigate your way through using that, and you make your way to the docks.
Sick. I'm gonna... Does the boat have ropes, or do we need our own ropes?
The boat has got some ropes at the side.
Okay, I'd like to tie it down. And do I have a hand axe? I'm gonna carve to... Do I know how to read? Alright.
Yeah, you can read.
Okay, sick. I'm just gonna carve Tib on the side of the boat so people know who it belongs to. It doesn't belong to me, but I
Feel
couldn't
free
think.
to... Oh wait, you guys come in this way, right? Okay. So you're coming in like that then.
Thank you. I'm under the boat again.
Oh yeah, dude, that's hard. Get your ass on land. Where's Rosemary?
I've made the boat a prop now.
Hi. Smile.
Smile?
Alright.
Oh, still on the boat. Okay, that's cool.
Okay. So you tie this off over there, and you get you hear yourself, Tiberius. Everybody else, what are you guys doing? Are you guys have you straight away jumped off the boat? Are you getting things ready? What are you up to?
I don't know where the fuck we are, so I'm quite nervous and timid, and I kind of look to my friends as to what the fuck I should do.
It looks like Clue's swimming. But I mean,
No.
other than that...
Okay.
Don't feel obligated to have any tokens in here. It helps. If it helps you, use it. But a lot of this, as I said, might be theatre of the
Okay,
mind.
that's fair.
Oh wait, I just realized I just zoomed in. Hi.
Hello.
I'm quite big. Okay.
I'm gonna
Large.
make sure I have all my stuff, and then get off the
Yeah, we've got all the food. Should we collect the alcohol as well?
Yeah, I mean, that should still be in the bottom.
Or should we just leave it in the boat? Do
Leave
we
it in the
trust
boat.
these people?
I mean,
Trust these people?
no, but...
Are we
But,
intending on keeping it to drink, or are we selling it?
drink.
Okay.
Give me a moment, right?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mr. Sir. You hear down to your left there, Tiberius, as you're tying this boat off on the dock. Sir, and a tug on what's left of the garment you've been tearing off to put things into.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Sir, Mister.
Hello. Yeah.
Can I have some money?
Hey.
What do you want? What are you looking for? I can help you.
Sorry, do the rest of us see this person?
You see this as you peer over the deck, and I don't know if you're climbing off the boat at this stage.
I'm already off the boat here. I would just like to.
I'd say you've just climbed.
Child.
You've just climbed onto the dock now, just after the child has gotten Tiberius's attention.
Yeah, I just want to make sure this kid's not pickpocketing Tiberius or any of his other little urchin peasant children friends are trying to steal from us.
Yeah, I don't.
Alright.
I'll kick a child if they try to steal from me.
Yeah, even me.
We look around.
And you see this is quite a busy place. This boy is asking if you want something rare. You see people walking around. Rosemary, this is a sight to behold. There's so much activity here. There are a lot of boats. The docks seem quite overcrowded. Inspector Clue, you are happy to be, in one piece. You've done your job. You sailed out. You saw some nice, pleasant sights. And you have steered this boat nice and safely. People are walking around, and this boat looks around. At you, miss. Looks at you, Rhea. Can I help you? If you give me 2 silver pieces, I'll get you in the right place.
No, I don't think so.
What place? You don't know where we're going.
Yeah.
What you need? What you looking for? Why are you coming, Phlan?
I need to find an alchemist.
Yeah, I don't think the rest of the party knows what I specifically am here for, from the innkeeper. So I don't actually remember our original reason for coming to Phlan.
Also.
I can show you to the marketplace. You can find lots of things there.
I think this
would be helpful.
No, hold on. Sorry, child. I think you have sticky fingers, and I think you're going to take us to the marketplace, and you and your friends are going to try pickpocket us. So I think we're fine, and we'll make our way around. Thank you so much, though.
No, miss,
and she's gonna throw him 2 silver pieces to get lost.
Thank you, miss. No problem, miss. No, I won't go on to you, miss. Thank you, miss. And he's gonna run off quite quickly. And you guys are on the docks. The boat has been tied up nice and securely. I would... You know what? Just for posterity's sake, roll a dex for me, please, Tiberius.
Tibbs.
Uh-oh.
You brought this into existence at 20.
I don't trust physics not to be evil enough to do this without our consent. At least I'm making us aware of it.
Yes. No, No, you're right.
But every intention of robbing us either way, right?
I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe you guys pick a fight with some people and they try and rob you or something and they steal your boat. Who knows? We don't know. Not with the 20 though. Or maybe it was a 20.
It was a dirty 20, so it's possible.
19 plus 1.
Yeah, a dirty 20.
You find yourselves on this dock. There's not much activity going to and from boats. You see a lot of people on the boats themselves just doing nothing really. And there's a lot of activity happening between the different buildings at the front of this gate that is open. And down this jetty, this dock, you see a man scribbling away at a book facing towards you. He hasn't paid you any mind. What are you guys going to do?
Can we go buy food?
Yeah, I suppose let's walk in towards this big door. We can ask someone who seems a little more trustworthy if they can help us with.
And Rosemary, as you get to the end of this dock here, this man that's been scrawling things down, and he looks up at you and he says, "All right then, how many days you're staying with that boat?"
I fucking knew it.
Can I turn around and just to my friend? Because I look very lost.
I'm gonna walk forward and say an undecided amount of days.
4 copper pieces per day.
4 copper pieces per day.
4 copper pieces per
Can
day.
do.
3 copper pieces per day if you pay for a week. 2 copper pieces per day for a month. And I'd imagine you're going to be having to take that month because things haven't been great around there on the ocean sea.
Oh, we need our boat fixed also. Is there
Boat
like
fix-
a boat fixer person?
Yeah, he works there with a blacksmith at the moment because not much jobs going around with the boat. You know what's been happening and stuff on the Moon Sea, you know, and
Actually,
all.
don't. Can you share that with us?
Where have you come from? How can you not come here from the Moon Sea? I'm
It's not
surprised.
important where we came from,
Not
but yeah.
surprised. There's been lots of work in terms of repairing ships. He's had to take in some help from the blacksmith and give him some help as well. The blacksmith's been helping him actually more than he's been helping the blacksmith. So you'd probably find him there at the blacksmith doing some repair work for different parts of different ships. And
But what's
sometimes he
been
comes out
happening
here.
on the Moon Sea?
It's a rough sea out there. You daren't go out there and you wouldn't survive very long. I imagined your ship was destroyed because of that, but apparently not.
Is it rough as in weather per se? Is it rough as in the people on it per
The
se?
storms have been brewing there for a terribly long time. But I don't have time for this. I really have important business to attend to. I need to get back to this. House Cordana, they've got a lot of things that I need to attend to with them.
Cordana. Oh.
And I shouldn't speak such business, but 4 copper pieces per day, how many days?
At least.
Those pieces per week?
How
Can
many
we
for
check
a
with
week?
the blacksmith as to when we
Dennis,
can get our
Dennis
boat
is-
repaired,
Dennis is the man you're looking for.
and then pay you? Can we? But if we were to pay 4 copper pieces now and we were to stay a week, would we then only have to pay the difference in like the?
Let's just give him the full week's
Yeah,
pay.
I'll pay a
Not
full
really
week.
that much sweat off my
2
back.
silver pieces, 1 copper piece.
What?
2 silver pieces and 1 copper piece for.
Okay.
The week.
I'll pay him. 2 silver, 1 copper. What is EP?
It's between gold
Electrum.
pieces and.
That's weird. 2 silver, 1 copper. Remove.
So that's a full week's stay.
Week stay, ma'am. And he writes down in the book. And what's the name of your ship? Does it have a name? Does she have a name? She should have a name.
The calamity.
Says who?
Calamity. And he jots down the Calamity.
I am offended.
I don't care.
No, I've got to be going. Don't cause any mischief in this town. But then again, that's not my problem, is it? And he turns off, closes the book in hand, and walks off. And just at this point, a person stumbles across in front of you. Ah, there, love. He looks at you, Rosemary. Squeaky there, squeaky. Yes, do you have cheese for me? Haha, cheese money is cheese. And I'm,
I quickly step out of the way.
And just as you do so, he throws up just where you were standing.
I turn at him and say, mate, I think you need to go home.
Fucking firebolt him. Gust him.
Gust
And he
him into the river? What?
He'll drown.
Into like a group of people. I don't know.
I'm just gonna look around and say, does anyone know this lunatic? Kind of.
No one
And,
wants
the
to
man-
know him.
He's stumbling off, and as he's stumbling off, the man that had walked ahead and the dock master or keeper turns around to you, looks at him, looks at you. Ship insurance, 50 gold pieces. Cover any losses or damage.
Do we get it back? Is it like a deposit?
No, it's insurance, sir. Insurance is make sure that your boat's fine.
And then when you come back and it's fine, we get it back, or at least a portion.
It's your boat, it's not mine.
Can I, this man who's stumbling and such, can I please walk up to him and sort of like To the outside perspective, it appears as though I'm trying to stabilize him, like put a hand on his chest to stabilize him and help him to sit down. But in actuality, I'd like to try pickpocket him. While I'm doing that, please.
Roll sleight of hand at advantage.
Sure thing. The advantage is
drunk.
necessary. Fuck me! No! I refuse this!
He notices straight away. Oh, yeah, miss, you're feeding me up. Oh, that's quite nice. And he turns to you and he grabs you on the hips and he tries to pull you, but you sneer away and you move him backwards.
Dude, that was your
what's that?
opportunity.
Some give and take, and you're just gonna take and no give. Come, Becca. He starts stumbling towards you. Right.
I'm gonna slap him.
You slap him and he
now's
just
your chance
falls
while he's distracted.
onto the ground.
I'm not pushing
He
him into
is-
the river.
Steal his wallet.
Out cold.
I'm
as
not.
He's out
the
cold.
drunken
Causing
stench comes up from his
mischief.
unconscious body.
I'm not causing mischief. He's unconscious. Yeah, that's great. I
Now
look
we
at
can
him
leave
and say, okay,
The
let's
person-
move on.
In front of you guys who just offer the insurance goes, I think I better offer the insurance to other people around here. And he walks off.
Yeah, mate.
Walking back on his way.
All right, can we go and find the
Dennis.
blacksmith, Dennis, and then can we buy food, and then can
We'll
we
get more rations and
rations, and then can we find the alchemist? And let's
cheese.
go.
The alchemist.
Let's go.
Is
I need
Dennis the
cheese.
alchemist? Dude, your
No.
cheese like withdrawals
I
are
need
getting
cheese.
intense.
I need cheese.
I'm all down for helping you get that cheese. Let's go.
So who's Dennis?
I don't know. I just heard Dennis is
Why
the
are we
man
trying
need
to
see.
find Dennis?
He's the man who repairs boats. Who
Oh.
he's been working with the blacksmith, or rather, the blacksmith has been working with him.
Okay.
Boatsmith is what I'm gonna call him.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
Walk down the first street.
All right, you walk down the street. It is a relatively busy place compared to where you've been spending the last few days.
I think. I
I
like
feel like
it.
It
the
is-
boatsmith is going to be out by the dock, not inside the city.
But
though.
we're
I
also
feel like he's going to
looking
be in one
for
of
an
these buildings.
alchemist.
You've been told
Yeah, but one thing at a
he's
time.
had to get some help from the blacksmith. So
Who would be
he's
inside,
probably
okay.
working on pieces. You've literally just been told he is probably working on things that are for boats, but he has to use
At
the
the
blacksmith's
blacksmith.
place because he needs help
Oh,
from him to do it. And he has said to you sometimes he's out here at the dock, so you are right. But right now he reckons he's probably at the blacksmith.
Okay.
You walk
All right.
around, you have no idea where the blacksmith could be. There are some people walking around, it's not too busy a city.
Really big brain.
I'd like to ask someone walking, like, do I see anyone like friendly looking? Any stupid looking men
Are they all
potentially?
scowling at us?
An old lady walking past. This group of 3 men, they do like have a look because you are relatively fetching, and it is nice to see a delicate flower in a roughish looking place like this. But they move on by, and people continue onwards. They
Yeah,
are.
What does he fetch?
I was just gonna say I'd like to stop by the 3 men and say, excuse me, guys. My friends and I, we're looking for the blacksmith. Would you happen to know where that is? And she's gonna give him like a really sweet smile.
Stopping in step, they immediately to this, they turn around. Oh, I think I could help you with that, but
Some
what would you need a blacksmith for?
Oh, for myself, jewelry, of course. Things such
okay,
as
you
that.
might-
My companions, well, their own desires, of course. I think
one of
one of
the-
my friends is a guard. I'm not entirely sure, but
One of the
Yeah.
more heavy set one. Oh, I think you might need a jeweler for that, miss.
well, of course. But a jeweler can only acquire good metal from someone such as a blacksmith.
I guess so. I don't really know how jewelers work and do their business. Ah, you might be right. You can find their Podo Plaza. You can find most places surrounding the marketplace. That's the 3rd one. If you just head on straight down this road, and you just keep looking to the left, and you hear for when the crowds get louder. Because right now it's the middle of the day. the best time to be at the marketplace because it's the busiest time, and that's when most liveliness is.
What
Oh, shut up,
marketplace?
Roger. Let's go. We're gonna be late. And he starts grabbing his mate. Oh, I want to stop and and he grabs his friend by the clothes and drags him along. We're gonna be late. We've got to go.
What a go.
And they start.
Oh, thank you, boys. And she like waves them off.
You're welcome, says the first one. You're welcome.
All right, guys. So, Podal Plaza, just down here. When we hear the noise, we approach it. There's a marketplace, apparently busiest time of the day. That's where we'll find what we need.
Oh, you move through here. You come
Hodor.
across some different places. To the left, as you walk down the road, you find some religious iconography. You notice that there perhaps is a temple district, and it has been marked out on the maps that you have. And you move along your way,
Forgot we had the map.
hearing to the left the sound of people interacting with other people quite busily. I'm going to move everyone here because I may as well on the map to whereabout you'd come across the market. There, Zero has been inching her way there.
Hey, we found the marketplace, guys.
Sorry, I've got something sticky on the butt of my mouse. Can someone move me? Because,
Yeah, we did.
cool. It's really annoying me.
You walk through dried fish. There seems to be fishing tackle baskets, containers of different kinds, materials, threads, incense, leatherwork, glasswork, spices. There are different things here at Podal Plaza and the different stores ahead, and offerings are made from different places. And you look around for the smithy, the blacksmith itself, and you come across this red building. The building with the red roof. Eventually, you do hear some ting 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 in the background. How would you guys like to explore this relatively quiet but still bustling marketplace? It seems to be getting busier.
Should we all go off and do our own things, or should we stick together, guys?
I would like to sit together considering it's unfamiliar and we may have tried to get Pip
And
off
she's
at the
small.
beginning. And I'm small. Yes, small. Or pairs I think should be sufficient, but
Yeah, I forgot what we're here for.
Jeez,
Cheese.
I'm kidding.
I mean, also cheese and a blacksmith and
Dennis. And
Dennis.
our personal little things.
I want some more rations.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Rosemary, you're going for some cheese, I'm assuming. You want some rations.
Rhea wants to find where she can sell her sea hag nails.
Rations. I'm gonna think that goes with the alchemist's thing as well. So, or that's the suggestions you get when asking around. And Rosemary, you're going to also know about that because you guys are sort of half sticking together, half looking around, trying to find out where you're supposed to go for different things. Inspector Clue, you get pointed to a general store. I suppose I'm just going to plonk you down where it might be or something. You guys can picture this in your minds. You get pointed out to a general store. There are some food. There's some food stores here, and you do get offered some different things.
still
Dried fish pieces within the marketplace. You find some cheese, Amanda, some cheese wheels. Not many. There are 3 at the store. The store has more fish products, it seemed. Cooked fish here. Not dried, but you can smell it.
I did completely ignore the fish and just start staring at the cheese wheels.
And a person walks up and he goes, so I thought you was her, but you's not her. But I've never seen one like you before. I'm sorry, miss, I don't mean, but a mousy lady like you, well, I know you like cheese, just like she did. And she was here not long ago. I thought you was her, but you're not her. Cheese. That wheel. Well, another folk like yourself, miss. He looks at you with like an obvious expression of like, like mousy, but a bit taller.
I mean,
he's also a watch.
Do you know what her name was?
Her name? Sure, I didn't get her name, but she looked very similar. Same color eyes. She was a bit taller though. He just wasn't as big.
Okay. Well, anyways,
five gold pieces. I should have led with that. Sorry, it's been a bit awkward.
It's alright.
I thought you was there.
5 gold pieces for 1 cheese wheel.
For 1 cheese. Well, times is a bit tough, miss. I'm sorry.
I only have 25 gold pieces. 27.
I'll buy a second cheese wheel. How much was it?
Okay. 5 gold pieces.
Oh, should I buy them both? I'll buy a second cheese wheel.
Okay.
You hand this gold over, clinking in his hand, and
I'll also hand 5 gold over. So
he
we get 2
gives you the option of the 3 cheese wheels, and you choose out the ones you think the best. You get yourself two.
I get the largest cheese wheel. I get the largest, and then of the 2, the one that looks the tastiest.
I'd say add. These are big cheese wheels, so add 8 rations per cheese wheel.
Yeah.
These are big cheese wheels.
Okay, that's good.
Tiberius, you put them on your back, carrying them here, as they are relatively big. 8 rations each.
To my inventory.
16 rations for those 4 cheese wheels. And yes, you guys are there doing that. Rare, what are you up to?
Sorry, Amanda, did you add all those rations?
I'm gonna add all the. Well, I'm just gonna put it as a custom item and.
Okay, that's
cheese.
fine. And then just description. How many? 16 rations.
Yeah, 16. I'm just put quantity 16.
Yeah,
Cheese quantity 16. There we go.
There we go.
Cool.
Yeah, I specifically am looking for the alchemist person. I'm trying to sell this stuff with intention. Like, it is evident that I am trying to find this person because I have no use for these items.
What, the jewels?
No, the hag nails. I kind of want to sell the jewels, but I think Rhea's got enough reason to kind of also keep them for other reasons.
I'm gonna say, Rhea,
It's a
you're
gift, bitch.
roundabout in this area here.
Okay.
You've been pointed in this general direction to try and find this alchemist, and you've just entered this shop. At this moment, I just want to know, Inspector Clue, what are you up to?
I still want to have my rations, and also I should buy some healing potions.
Okay. So
Yeah, I also want to buy a couple rations, like straight up, or food that can like equate to rations. Like I realize they're sort of necessary.
Okay, cool. So you guys sort of convene together at that point. Let's get that out the way for now. Rations here. Let me have a quick look here. You managed to find some different things. There are a lot of fish-based foods.
I don't mind
Dried fish. There's 1 or 2 fish pastries. There's some smoked fish. There's some fish being cooked as well. The different foods around, there are some different grains that have been made into ways and means to have rations as well. Simple stuff. Some people suggest the general store for some very basic rations, food rations that the farmers and mostly the seafaring people tend to take out with them.
Okay, so I'll maybe take those, like, let's say 5 days worth of regular rations from the general store, and then maybe like 3, if I can afford it, obviously, of like nicer stuffs.
Okay, I want you to add the rations, and with the gold, you're taking 10 rations altogether, right?
Yeah, it was like 8 to 10, so let's say 10.
So that would usually be a little bit cheaper, but you do notice there is a slight increase in this price. And instead of that costing 1 gold piece, it has cost 1 gold piece and 5 silver pieces to get those rations. Inspector Clue, how many rations are you getting?
I think I'm gonna take the same.
Okay, so 1 gold piece removed, 5 silver pieces removed, and then 10 rations added. 5 of some nice fresh food and 5 of some longer lasting stuff.
1 gold piece and 5 silver.
We getting the feeling that things are costing everywhere things are costing a little bit more, and could one deduce that because of the trouble on the Moon Sea, like there's less export, and that's why essentially inflation is happening to things.
You haven't really noticed anything because you haven't really been shopping. You've just walked in. Yes?
Oh no, I was going to say, has Rhea found the alchemist?
Because Rhea, while you guys are doing the shopping, has just walked into the alchemist.
Oh,
shop.
good one, Rhea.
Because I would like to also find the alchemist.
What? While you guys have been shopping, this has happened, and Rhea has walked into this, and you guys, Rosemary, you are literally at the moment being mistaken as another mousy person with white fur, while Rhea is walking into this nice little area and a lovely smell. It's incensey, but not too strong, and then a little bit burny, but a nice smell. And this little bell goes, and it is relatively cluttered. There are empty glass vials and jars. There are different unmarked jars, some marked jars as well, different like sticks of perhaps incense, perhaps spice, you're not quite sure. Different herbs in different areas, messy. And you can hear a little thud, like small thud, but fast, like in the back, but you can't see anyone at the counter.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to the counter and see if there's like a bell.
There is, I'd say, not a bell, but there is a glass, quite a big glass jar there that perhaps was a vase, but it's empty and it's on the counter.
Okay. Hello? Anybody working here?
The thunking just stops, and you hear someone steps out. You can hear the bangles before you see them, and there are quite a few bangles, and she steps through a reed curtain, one with different reeds and sorry, my brain just deleted all my vocabulary words. Beads and different pieces of strips of wood and reeds and things, different types of stuff that's made very naturalistic, and she steps through, her hair bedraggled, and she has glasses on that are not particularly distorting, but they are relatively big. And she says, "Oh, hello, dearie. Sorry, I didn't hear you there. How can I help you?" She stumbles out, relatively the same height as you.
Okay. Well, I have some products that I would like to inquire about selling to you. She says.
Oh, I haven't seen much new stuff, not since the happenings. So, business has been a bit hard. I haven't seen much. What do you have on offer, love?
So, Rhea's gonna start by pulling out the sea hag nails, but she's only gonna put one on the table and sort of get a feel for how the person responds to it and like what kind of price she's gonna give. Yeah, so she's only showing her one for now, and she said, "Well, this is a sea hag nail, and to my knowledge, it's quite useful in alchemy and potion making."
Oh, she takes one from you, looks it up and down, gives it a nice investigation. This is indeed a sea hag's nail. So, how much do you think you want for this?
How much would you be willing to offer for it?
This is genuine. I'll give you 3 gold pieces.
Oh, unfortunately, that just won't do it for me. I mean, the peril I had to put myself in to retrieve it is, of course, quite taxing. So I'd take nothing less than 5.
5 gold pieces, and how many do you have?
It depends on how much money you have to spend. I'd prefer to decide a price before expressing how many I am carrying on me.
Tell you what, though, it's been a little while since we've had new stock. I'd be willing to pay you 4 gold pieces. I'll take as much as you're willing to sell.
Alright, I'll do 4 gold pieces, Rhea says, and puts all 8 on the table.
Right. She raises her eyebrows. And where did you say you got these from again?
Oh, I wouldn't be much of a procurer of artifacts such as these if I gave away my sources, would I?
Fair enough, love. And she hands out the coins that she's been counting here. 4, 8, 16, 32 gold pieces. Now, I don't know if you know the value of these, but I can do some things with them. Maybe you can come back later and see what I've made.
I think I'd love to do that. I enjoy the creativity of a master of their craft.
She puts them away.
Rhea's gonna, before she walks away, she's going to sort of pause and go, I do have one other thing that I'm not quite sure I'd like to let go of, but I would love to find out its worth.
What be that then, love?
She's going to pull out the vial of wolf spider venom and put it on the table. And say,
What's
this is venom from a giant wolf spider. Harvested it myself.
I have to be careful with venom. Enough here, you've got venom in this fish you can use. I've got enough venom to go around. Snakes out there in the wood. It's not something I'd be interested in. I'm happy with these hag's nails, and I didn't have much gold to part with. But it's something you might be able to use yourself. Sorry I've asked.
No worries. Just curious if it was of any value. I'll be back.
But times is tough, as I've said. It's not only problems on the moon sea, you see. The Hen Root has been having its own problems as well, and that's where we get most of our metals, the Iron Root, most of our metals indeed. But there's a lot of traversing merchants and things from the other cities, so the sea has been shut down a little bit for a long time, but recently things have been a bit tough, so less is worth things. Good luck if you're going to try and sell things here, because that money that I gave you, it was the last that I had, and it was special because I know that these are special. You don't see hag nails, 8 of them. 8 of them. And I think you know that I think I know exactly where these come from. Not exactly where the location is, but definitely freshly fought, so well fought. She gives you a good look. An understanding look that she knows you fought recently.
Yeah, I don't know where this comes from, but it comes from a sea hag.
Rhea's gonna
You reckon
give her
that you personally had something to do with the felling of this sea hag, is the impression you're getting.
Yeah, Rhea's gonna give her like a knowing smile and like a nod and say, well, thank you for your business, and I'll be back to see what you do with them.
Have a lovely day. A few days. Fare thee well.
And she's gonna leave.
All right.
Neato. Okay.
It's back to her stuff. And I think that is a good place to end it for this evening.
Aye.
We can pick up where we are now.
Are we all done shopping though? Maybe let's just...
We can do
Overdue
shopping
dropping.
things. I don't know, actually. We can do shopping
it's just
and
because
stuff
like
or whatever.
we're already busy with it. They might forget. I don't actually need anything else.
Does anyone else need anything?
Healing potions.
I need to find the alchemist. That's why I wanted to ask about the potion of fire.
Yes,
Okay, so I think that
that could be next time.
we can have that as the start of next time. You guys have bought what you needed to buy, and that was pretty good. You're
Whoop whoop.
whoop, whoop. You're exactly where I would like you to be in my mind.
Neat. Okay.
In terms of starting the next session, I essentially don't have to do anything. I've done all the legwork.
Cool. I am inching closer towards my monetary goal, which is nice as well.
Yes.
How much money has you got?
I got monies. I don't got enough monies for what I want, but I got monies.
What do you want?
None your business.
You got decent money, yeah.
Not enough monies, but close.
I think I want to sell my jewels so I get money. So
Oh, right. I actually have a lot of jewels to sell. Can I sell them now?
You can. Yeah.
No, but that was a gift, Amanda.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
It's the same color as your eye.
I have 22 gold pieces, and learning this recipe normally takes 25.
Yeah, some of us don't have
it's
250
25.
gold pieces worth of jewels to throw around, Mr. Big Spender.
I have 225 left.
Sorry.
So I can give you another jewel that's
You
not
get
the same
offered.
color of your eyes.
Amanda, you get offered 10 gold pieces for that jewel as you walk up to a vendor.
It's worth 25.
It's worth 25.
Yeah, my nail hag nails were worth 6, but you don't always get
Roll.
what there.
Roll insight for me, please, Amanda.
Me?
Rosemary.
What the fuck is insight? 8.
You're not quite sure what the market value is in this vendor's eyes. You think it might be worth more. It's up to you if you're going to accept it or not.
I'm not going to accept it.
You can always haggle.
Yeah, but he's offered me 10 and it's worth 25.
Give me 25 or I shove it up your bum.
Honeydee, I think I've got 10 gold pieces for that ruby. I'll give you 11 gold pieces. How does that sound?
Okay, and I'm gonna say no, I'm alright, and I'm gonna walk off because I
Don't you
figured.
want some shoes? You don't want shoes? Blaze, you are offered about 50 gold pieces or about 100 gold pieces worth of jewelry
Nah, I'm good. Thanks though, Mr. Vendorman.
by various vendors collectively.
That's fine. I don't need the money like Kira does.
Times seem pretty tough in terms of spendability of the merchants around here.
Here at least, because when we were in the village earlier, they were festivizing like.
Yeah, here things seem a little stingy here. The vibe around you guys is a little odd. Something seems to maybe be in the air, but you haven't familiarized yourself enough with this town to really know what is different from the norm. So perhaps it's just...
we've heard of them talking
Yeah.
about things, but that doesn't actually mean anything to us.